Hi, I'm Jerry Brown, author of brownongreen.net. Yesterday, the Rocky Mountain chapter of the Cleantech Open Business Competition announced 15 semifinalists for their 2010 competition. If you got to this video from my blog, you already know that part. This video includes some highlights from the news conference announcing the semifinalists. You'll hear from 3 people. Dick Franklin is co-chair of the Cleantech Open's Rocky Mountain chapter. Bill Lowstutter is founder and chief operating officer of SunTrack Solar in Golden, Colorado. His company is one of the 3 regional winners in last year's competition. And Andre Pettigrew is executive director of the Denver Office of Economic Development. Here's Dick Franklin.
It's about the battle we have over the next 20 years against China and India. It's our race to lose. And programs like this are going to be a major tool in our arsenal to help us not only be the exporters of clean and renewable energy to the rest of the world, but to help clean up this world for our children and our grandchildren in the progress. So that's the vision. That's the mission. Altogether, we've got over 130 to 150 new businesses that have been created. Collectively or cumulatively, they have raised over $200 million. I think it's more like $240 million. And interestingly enough, about 82 to 83% of these businesses are still up and running and successful today, which is the inverse of the success ratio for most startups. So we're particularly pleased about that. Last year, Enroll, one of our strategic partners, made the statement that the contestants coming out of the Cleantech Open were 3 to 4 times more probable of getting accepted into Enroll's growth forum because of the preparation and the programming that we provide for them during the summer months. So that was a heck of a testimony from our national lab, unsolicited by us. We're very proud of it.
As a result of our involvement in the Cleantech Open, what has happened is that we have created 6 new jobs in the last year. We hired a new CEO, Adam Rentschler, who is also this year's Cleantech Open Judge Chair, and who we met through the Cleantech Open, so we've gotten a lot from that standpoint, from that assistance. We have a much more sophisticated business plan and a much more targeted marketing approach than we had going into the Cleantech Open. To all those who are in the new class and the semifinalists, the Cleantech Open Academy, which you're about to attend, it's a weekend of an MBA course. It's a whole MBA in a weekend for you, from the standpoint of strategy and the business planning. It's a very intense weekend with really excellent world-class speakers and an overwhelming amount of information. Now, the months between now and the final judging are a tremendous amount of work. I won't kid you on that. The volume of information you will be given is kind of like drinking through a fire hose. Drink as much as you can, but be careful you don't lose your head.
As we seek to rebuild this economy after a tough 20 to 24 months, the clean tech sector is a sector that is truly growing faster than other sectors, but is one that has promise that actually goes beyond any local company. The products and services that these companies are working on are truly products and services that will impact the entire globe and will give us an opportunity to compete all over the world based on the new technologies and products and services that they are producing.
And then I'll leave you with a final thought as we all sit here and look at what's going on in the Gulf of Mexico. I kind of deem the Gulf of Mexico as our Pearl Harbor. It's our ecological Pearl Harbor. It was that attack on by Japan. You remember the admiral, the Japanese admiral, that said, "I think we've just woken the sleeping giant." I think the Gulf of Mexico just woke the sleeping giant.
My experience with the Cleantech Open has immensely accelerated the ability to take this design and get it into the market. I'm an engineer, I'm not a marketing salesperson, and so the Cleantech Open has provided the venue and the opportunity for me to be mentored around the skill sets and the people and the support structures that really are are going to help us take this panel into a viable market opportunity.
Okay. So are you pre-revenue at this point, or are you actually selling your product?
We have the product developed. We are finished from the product development standpoint, and we're now into the revenues portion of it. So we're beginning to market and sell the panel itself, and we do have some purchase orders that we're receiving, and we will be installing the panels over the next couple of weeks. Okay,
and is there any way of translating the fact that you were a regional semifinalist last year into, has it meant specific in terms of additional capital or employees, or is it simply the marketing skill and the...
It's been not only the marketing skills, but it's the marketing skills that have allowed us to begin to grow the company. Mm-hmm. And so as a result of that, we have been able to get more business. We've been able to attract a little bit of capital, and that has led to the generation of new jobs in the business. So it was kind of a really important step to go through the Cleantech Open to allow us to get to the point where we were able to be more effective at the marketing and the sales piece. You know, it's just been really quite an experience going through the Cleantech Open, and as I pointed out in my remarks, it's not about necessarily winning the Cleantech Open and becoming a finalist. The real value is in going through the process itself and the journey and the mentoring and all the support from all the experts to help you grow your business and get to the point where you've advanced it a whole year or 2 years beyond where we would be without the support.
Around the region other than Colorado, and you've done that. So you must feel good about that?
Yes, because we are a region, obviously. It's we don't want this to be perceived as a Denver-only effort.
Right. And what about the type of contestants in terms of the types of companies, the sophistication of the companies? Are there any differences there, about the same as last year?
Actually, we all intuitively think that the quality has ratcheted up this year.
Okay.
There are firms that didn't make the semifinalist level this year that would have last year.
Okay. And you're in your second year of this.
Yeah.
Any ahas from last year? Any things you're doing differently? Any learnings from last year that are helping you for this year?
Well, we want to be more constructive with the entire contestant pool. Last year, it was a little bit like a wet blanket. You know, they went through the early process, they didn't get picked, and that was the end of it. Whereas this year, we're encouraging them to stay connected, come to our events, go to California, exhibit their companies, stay in the Cleantech loop, keep the networking going, and come back again next year to reapply.
Okay. Anything we haven't talked about that you'd like to talk about?
Just again, the nature of the semifinalists that you saw today, if you go through and look at what they're producing and the concept and the ideas that they're putting on the market, they're phenomenal ideas. Beetle kill. I mean, here's this company looking at a real solution for beetle kill. And we're not talking just about the Rocky Mountains here. Beetle kill is a scourge across all of North America. It's all the way up to Alberta, British Columbia, Washington, and even into Alaska. If this company works out and it's a viable, truly viable solution for just this one issue, we've accomplished our mission.